Part of what got me into firearms is number one, I'm a big history buff. History was my favorite subject in high school, in college. So naturally, I gravitate to things that has historical significance. Um, and also, too, if I had to pick one gun, surplus gun, to have with me during the so-called zombie apocalypse, it would be the Bulgarian Makarov. Let me tell you, this pistol right here, there's some days when I'm on the range and I shoot it better than my Glock 19. It's crazy. I was born in 1989, and this is a pistol that was made in 1984. It's a direct blowback. So for anybody who doesn't know, blowback actions are very simple to make. They're very reliable, but one of the perceived downsides of a direct blowback is that you're going to feel a lot more recoil more so than a typical Browning action. But with all that being said, the Bulgarian Makarov, I think, is one of the greatest pistols of all time. Uh, the Russians did something right. There's something about Russian weaponry. It's very utilitarian. It's no frills. I mean, this thing, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe it has like maybe 32, parts, if that. It doesn't have a lot of parts at all. Um, I originally bought this from Classic Firearms a couple years back as a birthday present for myself. And at the time, they were going for, I believe, $299. A steal, for this particular gun. Um, 8 rounds of 9mm Makarov. The 9mm Makarov is a little bit more powerful than the 380, not much, but it's not near as powerful as a 9mm. So it kind of sits in that middle ground, and that's how I kind of see this pistol as. I mean, I think for somebody who can't necessarily afford a Glock 19, a CZ 75, M&P 2.0, a SIG 320. Even though right now, my God, I mean, we're in the middle, or coming out of a pandemic. These guns, during good times, can be had for $299 to $350. So that's an amazing price for what you get. And some guys, when they buy these pistols, they get the fob defense grips to where you can kind of have a more traditional magazine release. But I just like the old school original look of the red kind of comblock grips. I think it looks real nice. But yeah, definitely if you're a history fan, and even if if you're a firearms investor, because I do believe that's a thing. Anything that you buy surplus today, I promise you, most likely is going to be a lot more expensive in the years to come. Good surplus is drying up. I remember when I got into guns not too long ago. Well, I say not too long ago. It's been it's been almost 10 years now. But I remember when Mosins were going for $110. And at the time, I was working a job at a grocery store, and I was pinching pennies, and I couldn't afford even a $110 gun. But now you try to find a Mosin, and you have to find it on the secondhand market. And generally speaking, from what I saw, they're going for like maybe $499. Just crazy prices. And again, I have some Mosins as well, and I'll eventually do some videos on those. But just understand that you don't have to have the next low speed, high speed, super operator gun. This gun right here, me pushing my target out to 10, 15 yards. I mean, I'm eating up the bullseye. And that's not me bragging or anything like that. It just goes to show that it's not necessarily so much the tool. Yeah, the tool matters, But you got to have good fundamentals, and don't let anybody make you feel like the gun that you carry is less than. And I know I kind of went off on a little tangent, but uh, the Bulgarian Makarov is a fine firearm. Definitely keep this in mind if you're looking for a cool surplus gun to have. It's a beautiful looking gun. You see the bluing on this side has a little bit of pitting, but if you flip it over, um, this side is a little bit better. But these things are tanks, man. There's a video on YouTube currently right now by the Military Arms Channel, and my God, Mac, he he couldn't kill the damn thing. He couldn't kill the gun. And that's a testament to how well these guns are made and how robust they are. Um, but yeah, the mighty Makarov, another great firearm in my collection.